All right, had to fix something. I'm on here now. What's up? All right, yo. Oh, yo, Marcus, what's up? Man, we got some things going on tomorrow. I ain't gonna be on here too long because I just wanted to. I ain't in my office doing this. I'm just doing this in my regular laptop because I wanted to remind some folks about this one FC card coming up tomorrow. I might jump on and call it. We'll see. I know the time is gonna be a little different, but I'm looking forward to this one, man. This one here is going to be crazy. I mean, it's an all women's headliner, seems like. It looks like it's an all women's headliner. I mean, I think, Ron, what's up? I think the lower half here, let me see. Let me see. The lower part here might have some other fights, like I think some men Muay Thai fights, I think. But let me pull up the whole card. Let me see. And of course, we got a new match made coming up for December. Let me see here. One Fight Night 14, Stamp versus Ham or Ham. All right, let's see. The whole card, we got 10 fights. Okay. Yeah, and it seems like, yeah, women are headlining the last 4 fights on the card. All right. But yeah, what's up? Y'all feel like I haven't been live in a while. It's what? Sunday? Like 4 days ago, I think. Yeah. Yeah, been about 4 days. But I ain't gonna, like I said, just want to jump on here and do a little quick reminder and run through this card and give my pick for this main event. Ooh, yeah, Friday at 8 p.m. Yeah, I keep thinking it's Saturday. Yeah, but this card is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Because yeah, we don't have anything going on Saturday as far as like main cards for UFC or anything. But yeah, let's see what we got. Ham, as I used to call her when she was in the UFC. All right, One Fight Night 14, Stamp versus Ham. Again, it's tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in. It's a 10 fight card. So I think, well, let's see, depending on how many finishes there are, probably won't get to the main event till about, I'd say maybe midnight. Maybe midnight or 1 o'clock. We'll see. But I might jump on and call it. We'll see. Toronto said we got boxing on Saturday. Yeah, we got boxing Saturday. Yeah, boxing, they don't be stacking no cards like that, man. I mean, besides the Canelo Charlo fight, I mean, there's a Ugas fight on there, but Erickson Lubin, but they just don't stack them like that, man. They just don't stack their cards. Robot Chicken said Canelo or Charlo. I believe Canelo can win this fight. I'm going for Charlo because Canelo's kind of acting a little full of himself, you know. At the last press conference, Canelo was acting like Charlo ain't supposed to be fighting him. I'm like, they've been calling you out for years, man, and you say Canelo's you gonna teach him a lesson. I'm like, and he ain't ever fought nobody like him. I mean, that's the point. Charlo's trying to step his game up and fight the best fighters, right? Ain't that the point? You're trying to fight your best. So to say he's never fought nobody like you, of course he hasn't. I mean, what kind of stupid remark is that? I mean, yeah, he hasn't fought nobody like you. That's the whole point of fighting. So you can fight somebody like him and step up your game. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. Same as when he fought Bibble and Bibble beat him. You know what I mean? Like, I picked Bibble to beat Canelo. I knew Canelo wasn't going to beat him, though. I was like, yo, Dimitri Bibble going to whoop Canelo. And he did. I used to be a Canelo fan, but ever since he got popped and, like I said, he just be talking this nonsense. I mean, come on. Like, Charlo hadn't even really been saying much in this one. Charlo, I believe he's trying his best to improve for this fight. He's never fought at this high weight before. He's a naturally big fighter. Walks around like at 200, I believe, but he's never taken a punch from a guy like Canelo. But I think Canelo might win the fight. in boxing. People only look forward to the main. Yeah, that's how it's always been. I mean, well, back in the day, not really. Like back in the day, boxing had like stack cards. Back in the day, they were stacked. You could find like some really good fights on undercards. Even like in 2005, like 2005, you had some good boxing cards. Yeah, Charlo, Texas. Yeah, I would like to see Charlo win. He'd be the two division undisputed champion. That UFC 296 look, especially that main card. But yeah, anyways, all right. So let's see. For one fight night, what we focused on over here. We focused on these WMMA fights. So to kick the card off for the they do theirs is different. Like straw weight at one FC is 125. So to me, it's 125. I'm gonna just say 125 because straw weight over there is not the same as straw weight in the UFC. All right, hold on. What is her name? Xingnan Zhang should be taking on Nat Jarunsak at 125. That's the first fight, and that one is hold on. That one is just a regular custom. No, that was a custom rules fight. I believe it was going to be custom rules like when they did Anissa Mexon and Stan Fairtex. So Zhang versus Jarunsak is going to be custom rules. I get on that night they're going to put the rules up. We actually could pull them up on the website, but I'm not going to bother because sometimes those custom rules change. All right, y'all know Zhang is that former champ, lost that belt to Angela Lee. Shout out to Angela Lee, man. She's been going through a lot of stuff though, man. I need to Well, no. She didn't lose the belt. Sorry, she beat Angela Lee in that last fight because they had split a couple fights, but Angela Lee had beat her the second time they fought, and then Angela Lee lost the second one. But yeah, this is a custom rules fight. Yeah, Angela Lee's been going through a lot of stuff. Man, I might have to talk about that when I get a chance. What else? You got a grappling match on this card. Got a grappling match. I like how they mix it. I like how they mix their cards up. You got Danielle Kelly. She signed a one, and she'll be taking on Jessica Khan. That's going to be a good 10-minute, one-round grappling match. Hey, Danielle Kelly. She's from Vinland, New Jersey. She repping New Jersey like Aaron Blanchfield. you know, Danielle Aaron. They got the grappling killers out there. All those grapplers out there, they're putting in that work. So this is her, Danielle Kelly. She signed to ONE FC, I believe, last year. This is her, like, let's see, one. I believe this is like her fourth. This is gonna be her fourth grappling match. Um, she was supposed to grapple with Rose. I remember that time, but Rose had to pull out, and um, Carla stepped in for her. Since then, she signed to ONE FC. Okay. And moving down, you got, oh man, this Muay Thai fight gonna be crazy, man. This Muay Thai match between Smila Sundell and Alicia Rodriguez. Oh, this gonna be a good one here. Smila Sundell is only like 18 years old, and this girl is a beast. Yeah, she's 18. I seen her when she was like 16, 17. Girl, like fights, man. She's tough. She had beat Jackie Boonton last year. That was a good fight. Um, the fight she just had back in May, unanimous decision over Milana. I can't pronounce that last name, but that was a good fight. She's supposed to fight Jackie Boonton in a rematch, but got a replacement in Alicia Rodriguez. Alicia Rodriguez, also tough, durable. These girls right here, man, they be going at it, man. So I'm gonna be tuned into this one. This co-main event's gonna be crazy. Then you got the main event, Stan Fairtex and Sohee Ham Stamp. This is for the interim title, 115. All right, this is the interim title at 115. Stamp Fairtex. She's 10-2. She made an explosive debut against Elise Anderson. I mean, second round liver kick in America. You know, this girl's tough. You know, she brings it. Muay Thai, kickboxing, um, does custom rule type fights. MMA, yeah, the whole mixed martial arts thing for her. You know, she's still, I believe she's still trying to get like a full grasp of it. What's going on, Six? She's still trying to get like a full on grasp. And, I remember like a few years ago when she had got submitted, she really started working hard on her grappling and going back to the drawing board and working on that. And it's been coming together. Stab, her roots is still Muay Thai. You can even see it even in her stance. She still resorts to that, but as of lately, she's been trying to put it together and be more of an elusive striker where she can move around. Sohee Ham, man, Sohee Ham, she's been around for a long time. This girl right here, she's 26-8, hasn't lost since she fought in the UFC, which was like 7 years ago. Which you could say is two things. The caliber of fighters may not be the same as the UFC. Also say that she's been getting better since then. I think it's a mixture of two things. I think Sohee Ham, fought for Ryzen, Road FC, One FC. She's fought different types of fighters, but for the most part, a lot of stand-up fighters that she's really started to evolve into more of a defensive and counter striker. So Sohee Ham racked up them wins, and I want to say she's like gone undefeated. It's long undefeated streak, like 7 years now. I believe it's like 10, 11 fights. Let me pull it up. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she's like on a 9-fight win streak in 7 years now. So yeah, Sohee Ham, she's one of those fighters I think has evolved and gotten better. I don't know, man. I would love to see when she's 36. I know I'd love to see her go back to the UFC at one point, maybe cap off her career there. But she seems to be doing well here. I think she's going to bring, a good counter striking style in this fight. She knows how to measure that range, southpaw stance. She can get off those left hands, kind of shut down your volume by keeping that outside distance range. Takedown defense is getting better. Well, that's something she really have to worry about in the stand fight, I believe. Stand might surprise her, but overall, I think we're gonna see a stand-up fight. Stan being the more offensive fighter here. Throwing body kicks, throwing with that intention to knock Sohee Ham out. So I see Stan being like the aggressor in this fight, and Sohee Ham being more of the defensive specialist. But should be a good fight, man. Should be a good fight. As far as my pick, I rock with Stan. I rock with Stan because I like her energy, and she's a very entertaining fighter. Brings the fight, never backs down, trying evolve, tough. Definitely not taking away from Sohee Ham because she's on the win streak too. Like, she's tough too. She's a good technician in there. That's why I'm looking at him like I wouldn't be surprised if Sohee Ham won this fight though, man. Like I really would. Like if she's able to pick her strikes and counter, it's gonna be an interesting fight though, man. Overall, this card looks good to me. Good for mixed fights. You got a custom rules fight, you got a grappling match, Muay Thai fight, then you cap it off with a mixed martial arts event, main event. So good card, good card. 6 says Smealer reminds me of a young Valentina. Yeah, Smealer's tough, man. That girl been putting in the work. I believe you'll see her evolve, move to MMA, One FC. Might see her sign to the UFC one day, when her brand gets bigger. Stan Whaley, my favorite WMA fighters. Yeah, it's gonna be a good card. I'm gonna try to jump on and call like some of these last couple fights, if not just the main event, because that's the big one right there. We've been looking forward to that one. Let's see. Dejan Bennett said Aldana or Rosa. Ooh, man, I'm gonna go with. I want to go with Aldana, but man, she really let us down in that Nunes fight. I mean, Rosa. What do y'all think? Aldana or Rosa? Like, Aldana can beat. Aldana does beat the lower level fighters. You know, she still gets finishes over lower level fighters, but man, when she fought Nunes, I was like, what is she doing? She did not come to. I don't know, man. She just didn't come to scrap in that fight. But Carol Rosa being different, definitely not being Nunes, I would still go Aldana in that one. I would. And I'll talk about it a little bit later though, because I forgot about that fight. Cole said I think Aldana beats Carol Rosa. Yeah, I think so too. We just got to erase the memory of that last fight, right? Because that one was, oh no. We all thought she was going to pull off the upset like Grasso did, but nope. Hold on, I'm just pulling up ESPN Plus, but it's like glitching out here. I can't stand it. Oh man, that contender series card was on point. Did y'all watch the contender series? Did y'all watch the two girls that got signed that fought to a split decision? Carly Judice versus Ernesta. What's her name? The Lithuanian girl. Uh, Colton said she never had a chance in that one. Nah, she didn't. Six said Aldana for sure. Yeah, Aldana's gonna win that fight. Aldana win that fight. Hot and cold fighter robot chicken said, yeah. Dejan said, I think Rosa can take her down and control her if she takes her down. But she's kind of straight up and down too. She gets hit a lot too, and I think Aldana gonna be landing some good punches in this fight. With her fans back, man. Cole said Dana made it sound like it was a good fight, but didn't see it. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. But I will tell you this: Dana's looking for action. All right, I'm going to tell you this: I enjoyed the fight. I enjoyed the fight, but the way they were trading, they better not trade like that when they get to the UFC. Let me just say that I enjoyed the fight. I like Ernesta. You know, that girl like long, tall for the division. She's like 5'9", but she didn't really fight to use her range. She fought more to put on pressure and be exciting. And if you fight that type of fight, if you run into an Natalia Silva or even a Marina Moreau, you might get clipped. Carly Judisa, she came up short. She was the loser, but I still think there was some defensive mechanics in there that I like about her. She fought mostly off the back foot, but she threw a lot of nice body kicks, took a lot of punches, but Carly, she was like slipping a couple of times. Like she was slipping the best she could, but she took the fight on short notice. She had a fractured foot and she took the fight on short notice. Just so y'all know, like she had to take that on short, but she fought well for somebody that took the fight on short notice. But Ernesta, she's long. She's like 5'9", tall for the division, but she didn't really use her range the way I thought she was. She came forward a lot the whole fight, which is what won her the fight. More damage and more pressure, but uh, I think that type of approach, hopefully they just did it for that contract, but when they get into the UFC, gotta be careful because if she fights Veronica Hardy like that, you know, you might get knocked out. Uh, Cachoeira, yeah, you get clipped like that because they pretty much threw defense out the door and they was throwing down. They was throwing down. Cole said, "Yeah, I feel like they feel pressure to be super aggressive in the contention. Dana always makes a point that it's what he wants to see. Yeah, yeah, I hope so. Like now that they got the contract, let's see what they can do in the UFC now. Now that they got it, let's tone it down because I promise you right now, somebody's gonna get knocked out with the way they fought. Again, I enjoyed the fight. I like the fight. Please, people always get that confused, think I'm hating on something. I'm not hating on it. But that style of fight, when you step your game up, if you come across Natalia Silva, Marina Moreau, Kareem, Melissa Gatto, Ariane Lipski, the way they was storming and the way they collided, go watch the fight. You will see what I'm talking about. Go watch the way they collided. I enjoyed the action, but if you get knocked out, somebody's gonna get knocked out when they fight them real girls that can clip. Yeah, they'll get knocked out with that. Natalia Silva, I could already see it right then. I was like, if one of them met Natalia when Natalia's not ranked, she clipping somebody. Marcus Bell said, yeah, one fight was either on the same level, better than Bonner and Griffin. That Pacheco and Silva fight was pretty good. And that the first dude, now that's what I'm talking about. That Oliveira dude who got the first round knockout, yeah, he deserved a contract. He came in with some good countering skills. That's what you got to do. I mean, but yes, women maybe they felt like they had to throw down like that to impress. And I'm not like I said, I'm not mad at them because that's how they got to get in the door. Dana always wants knockouts or action, so they had to do that. So I just hope when they get into UFC that they slow it down and be a little bit more technical. Robot Chicken said, I agree. I hope they use better defense. And this was just to get signed, not the overall strategy. Exactly. Because it was a good fight. It was a good fight. But yeah, I just don't want to see him do that. Ernesta and Carly. Yeah, Carly Judice. She looked weird when the announcer said Carly Jodeci. No, he called her Jodeci. He said Jodeci. Cole said Veronica Hardy looked amazing in her last fights, but she only fought one time in like 5 years. When is she coming back? Oh, she's got to fight. Oh, she's got to fight. Veronica Hardy is fighting Jamie Linhorth, the new bantamweight. She signed. It got signed like a few months ago. Yeah, Jamie Linhorth's moving down to 125 to fight her. I believe that's in December. Hold on. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk about some of these fights to give y'all the updates on some of these, but yeah, Veronica Hardy's back. She back in the mix. Dang, she wrecked Juju though, man. Juju, man. Here I am picking Juju. She came in and wrecked her. Yeah, she's coming back. She fought March, come back 9 months later. Okay, December 2nd. I believe it's the same night as no Casey O'Neill. Zama said, oh, what's up, Zama? He said, O'Neill Lipski, is it a real match? Yep, it's real. No, Colton, Veronica is fighting this girl at 125. Jamie Linhorth is coming down to 125. Which I think Jamie should stay at. Jamie's undefeated. I think she should stay at bantamweight. That's just me because I don't want to see her have to kill herself to make weight. This is on the Misha Tate Avila card because Misha Tate and Julie Avila is the main event December 2nd. Surprised? How do y'all like that? Misha Tate Avila is a 5-round main event. Y'all like that? Zama said that Kareska, how do you pronounce her name? That Lithuanian girl, she's not UFC level 100% trash takedown defense. I'm telling you, man, if Carly maybe didn't have if Judici did not have a fractured foot, she might have got her down a couple of times and she smothered her offense too. For a tall, long fighter, she smothered her offense big time. Like if she fight Jasmine Jazzy Vicious or Melissa Gatto, they'll take her down. So she's gonna have to fight using that range like she Chikagan or something. Cole said, "What is Misha Tate doing?" Misha Tate's the main event, man. I can't believe Julie Avila's coming back in a 5-round main event. She got lucky after 2 years off. She went right back in the 5-round main event, man. Oh, yeah, she was an owner. She has some owner own his stock in the one FC. I don't know, man. I don't know why she left. Yeah, Lauren Murphy whooped it, man. Juju better get a new team. She's not ready for the Killers. Nah, she not. Like this girl Ernesta, she probably would beat Juju. No, it that's how I feel about that. Like Ernesta and Juju, if they fought, it would probably be some back and forth craziness like that. But I'm hoping these girls that Dana signed. I know he signed them off a heart, but understand this. Look, both of the okay. Carly Judici, glad she got a contract, but she's only 3-1 now. She was 3-0 coming in. Now she's 3-1-1. Ernesta is 5-0. No, who has the draw? One of these fighters had the draw. I don't know. Somebody's got a draw. But either way, they only got like 8 fights, 8 wins between them. I hope they really step that game up though, because we already seen what happened to these girls like Petrovic, Juju. Teresa Bleda did bounce back with a win. I give her that. All right, and she's out there in Thailand now getting her Muay Thai work in. So just so y'all know, just so you know too, Zaman, update on Teresa Bleda. She's out there in Thailand getting that work in. So she's working on her strike. James G, what's up? Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough one for Hardy. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, she is a small flyweight, but it all depends on how Horth is at flyweight too. You know, I wish Horth got a bantamweight fight. So I'm gonna say O'Neal will walk Lipski down, then clinch her and smother her. James G said, "You see that Aldana Rosa fight for the end of the year pay per view?" Yeah, yeah, we did. But yeah, let's talk about this fight here. Lipski and O'Neal. Shout out to my man BJ. I had to send this one to him and let him know. I'm sure he's gonna go live this week about this one because we got 2 of his girls fighting here, man. 2 of his girls got to fight. O'Neal and Lipski. All right. Early look. Let's see. This one's going down December 16th. BJ get an early Christmas present. His 2 girls are fighting. He's got 2 girls. His 2 girls fighting. And this is what you want, okay? Lips. This is how it plays out, okay? Fighters got to meet in the middle. O'Neal was not ready for the Jennifer Myers and so on, so she got to fight down. Lipski won 2 in a row, stepped her game up. She's fighting up. So now these 2 meet in the middle. Okay, so how does this fight look early? I mean, early it looks like it could be striker versus striker, or it could be striker versus a striker with some clinch game and grappling game. And you know who that is. That's going to be O'Neal. O'Neal is relentless, all right? But can O'Neal get past and take the power of Lipski? Because Lipski has been improving her choices on how she moves. You know, she fights off a nice leg kick. She's got better takedown defense now. Casey O'Neal hasn't really looked like this physically strong specimen. Like we kind of seen that in the Jennifer Maya fight. Like she had trouble. Like Jennifer Maya couldn't get her down, but Jennifer Maya didn't really like struggle with strength against her. You know, so Casey O'Neal, I believe, like even though she will go for like takedowns, and it's not like she's gonna be like this big, strong fighter like Montana was when she took Lipski down, or like some of these other girls were when they took Lipski down. But that will be her go-to. But she got to understand, Lipski can crack. Lipski can crack. Casey O'Neal, she'll come forward. She's more volume. She's more straight punches and volume. And you know, straight punches, they'll snap your head back. So I give Casey O'Neal credit, like good 1-2s, but lack of defense is where Lipski has to capitalize. Lack of defense on Casey O'Neal's part is where Lipski needs to capitalize. All right, that's where she cracks. Let me see. Brian said Lipski got a chance to get a number. I hope Amanda has it ready. Cole said O'Neal striking didn't look horrible against Jennifer Maya. She at least went after it. Yeah, it's not like horrible. Offensively, she gets it done. Like she will turn her punches over and they land and they count. That's the difference between some girls that just don't want to pull the trigger. I give Casey the credit on that. But with her defense in this type of fight, you really don't want to trade with Lipski like that. It's got to be 3 rounds of pressure and ground and smothering from Casey O'Neill. Because the minute she lets Lipski get range, Lipski can rip the leg, kick her in the leg, get that tie clinch, knee her in the body a few times. So to me, I hope Lipski's improved on her strength. Where O'Neill needs to improve in defense, I hope Lipski's getting stronger. Because Lipski, she can hit, but man, you can take her down, man. Like, she gets bullied on the ground. Like, Lipski gets put on her back. Like, she's like one of them girls you see in a street fight, like on YouTube. They be winning, in the hand with the hands. Or dudes, it don't matter. Guys that be cracking, but when they get taken down, put on their back, they get beat up, That's what Lipski kind of reminds me of. Like, she's real good on the feet, but she's just not physically strong. So I hope she's getting stronger. Like, I hope Amanda, if they still working together, she's helping her get stronger. Like, her kick placement and striking variety's been better now, I think, working with Amanda, but I think she just needs to get stronger, man, because Casey O'Neill's going to push her to the cage. Casey's going to try to overwhelm her, Paul, what's going on? He said the king versus the queen of violence. Yeah. Who you got early on, man? Who you got early in this fight? Cole says a lot harder to take Maya down than Lipski. We saw that with Valentina. Yeah. Easy. Oh boy, he can't stand Casey O'Neill. He said he stands on that. So I think Easy's got Ariane Lipski then, right? Yeah, that's true, and that's the truth too. Hey, Lipski's got a chance to get a number here, so we might see a different Lipski. I mean, we have seen a different Lipski. The last couple fights, beat my girl Aldrich. I was going for Aldrich, but the way she was kneeing Aldrich in the stomach and the way she came with that game, I was like, oh man, she looking good. Then she beat my girl Melissa Gatto. I picked against her both fights. So something tells me if I pick Casey O'Neill to beat Lipski in this fight, then Lipski's gonna win. She's been proving me wrong in the last couple fights. But I'd love to see Lipski get a number, man. I like to see her get a number. She's still young, and her style is exciting. But it's all in if she's improving. That's it. Like, I don't want to just see her get a number. I want to see her improve. Zama says she's gonna cook her 100%. If she gets her on the ground, very much. he says she ain't got no defense. Hey, I'm telling you, man. This is Lipski's chance to. This is her chance to overcome that. Capitalize. So some cracking, that cracking counterpunch. Brian said that Gatto fight was super close. Yeah, it was close. But at the end of the day, man, my girl lost still. She, it was close, but Gatto stayed on the back foot too much in that fight. She let Lipski dictate too much offense there. So, man, I hope Gatto can bounce back and, get a number 2. Well, word is they're going to do top 20 now, right? They're supposed to be doing a top 20 type of deal. What do y'all think of that? Do y'all like that? To me, I don't mind it. Top 20, you can add a little bit because then you kind of wonder where the other girls stand. Top 20 is fine to me. I mean, I see it in boxing too and other sports. Top 20 is cool. I mean, just round it out to 20 fighters now. Because that way you can see where some of these other girls stand. I mean, 15 is good because it does make you say, okay, this is like, you got the, you kind of have the elite number, narrowed down. But I think with top 20, you can kind of, with 20, you add 5 more and you also get rid of that excess where it's like, you don't want to put somebody like Aldrich in the same realm as a newcomer like Petrovic. It's kind of not fair because when you come up short in one fight, then you all of a sudden are unranked and you fall into the same category with these other girls that just signed, right? But if you put them in there with the ranked girls, it's like, okay, now we got the veterans rank, like Miranda Maverick, JJ Aldrich, Gatto, the girls with a few wins, they finally get like a number behind because they've been winning. They got a nice little streak going in this. It's like you can gauge where they're at. You don't put them in the same category as a Gabriela Fernandez, somebody that hasn't got a win yet. Easy said top 20 is good for as many fighters as UFC has on its roster. They need to expand those rankings. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they got to expand them. Put them in there because last time I did a count, there was like 30 unranked flyweights. James says I don't mind top 20 as long as we don't get it number 16 versus number 20. Right. Yeah, I don't want no 16 versus 20 main event. Nah. But early on, Casey O'Neill, Lipski. I think with Lipski's improvements, it's the ball's in her park now. The ball's in her park to win this fight. She's got everything she needs. She just has to let it go and don't get punked out in this fight. Don't let herself get taken down and drowned. Because if she get put on her back at all in this fight, Casey O'Neill's gonna take her. Because that's the thing about Casey O'Neill is relentless and she's tough. Like, don't have the best defense, and I still don't think she beat some of the top 10 and top 5, but with the will she has and the level she's fighting right now, she can win this thing. They put her right in there with somebody that can get her down too. I mean, it's time to test her. Gabby says it all depends on the depth of the division and the talent. Yeah, it definitely depends on the division, the depth. Well, for 125, depth is pretty deep. And the talent, we got a lot of talent. Coach, I think if you got Amanda Nunes training, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Easy, he said they always tough. They take big beats, man. Come on, man. Oh man, I'm about to get off here in a minute. I just wanted to jump away for a little bit. Footwork will be key for Lipski. Yeah, footwork is key for her. The minute she steps straight back or go back in a straight line, it's over, man. She better be using angles. Does 135 have that depth? Nah, I don't think so. Not yet. I'm just being honest. I don't think they have that depth yet. I mean, girls can build up right now. Because even the girls that they're signing, we got to see where they stand, I mean, Haley Cohen had a couple of injuries. We can't even get her in the cage yet. So it's like, I want to see what she offers. Haley Cohen, these other girls, But yeah, last but not least, I know we got this coming up next weekend. So I'll do a pick on it later. But Montana and JJ Aldrich, that's another fight. Cole said, what about Montana and JJ? Well, yeah, this fight is next weekend. So let me talk about this one because it's one me and BJ were talking about too. We was talking about this thing happening. We said this needs to happen. And to me, it's a better matchup than Edgar or Agapova for Montana because these two girls are real similar to me. Like, I think Aldridge is technically better on the feet, but I think Montana's technically better on the ground. But they both have that issue with like getting dominated by the girls in there. Like, they don't fight with, is it confidence? They fight with technique. I guess you can say it's confidence, right? Like, sometimes they don't. Well, with JJ Aldridge, it's like JJ, she's a good, clean striker, very technically sound, but it's time. Maybe it's not that she's not confident. Maybe it's the fact JJ just doesn't get down and gritty, like I was saying before. Maybe she just doesn't get down and gritty with it, And that's what I'm saying. And when this fight happens, that's what somebody's gonna have to do in this fight because their their contract is gonna be on the line. I'm more so looking at Montana here because if you don't step it up in this fight here and go in there and get it, then you might upset Dana White and say, "Oh, we're not renewing this contract." Easy. So I'm ready to see Ham get stamped. Ham get stamped. Cole said JJ gets caught a lot. Yeah, JJ gets caught. I think she's good with her with how she approaches her range. Picks her shots. But yeah, she's sometimes she'll get into a firefight, but it's not like she's throwing the fire back. She's getting hit or getting taken down and mauled. Easy. So I think 135 is wide open. I don't see Pena running that division like she wants. No, I don't think she runs it like that. Montana versus JJ's 50-50 matchup. Gary said, yeah, I think so too. I think it's 50-50, man. I think Montana JJ is a 50-50 fight for the obvious reasons. These girls aren't these two don't go for broke like that. Like that's what cost Montana in the Macy fight. You know, some of the past fights. JJ was winning one round against Aaron. I give her that. Yeah, Colton. He said she was winning that Aaron Blanchfield fight and the Macy Barber fight. Yep. And that's the thing, like, that's that level we're talking about that she's missing. JJ's got the technique and the skill set, but the minute it gets rough in there, Aaron gets dirty, Macy gets dirty with it, where they put that dirt behind their skills, then she's getting overwhelmed. That's the one thing that's lacking. Same with Montana. Montana be good on the ground, but when it comes to somebody that's going to get overwhelming again, like Macy Barber won. Just so y'all remember, Macy Barber beat both of these girls. And study, okay, you ain't even got to study. Okay, just watch their fights, where they fight other fighters. If you're new to WMMA, watch their fights, then watch Macy Barber. Watch Macy Barber beat both of them, and look where Macy is, and that'll tell you why Macy Barber is where she is. That'll tell you why Macy Barber is where she is compared to these two. And that's just, again, no disrespect. It's obvious. I'm just saying, one is ranked, the other two aren't. She holds 2 wins over him, a win between both of them, and why is that? Yeah, they need dog. Cole said I never seen anything good from Montana. On the lower level, but like I haven't seen any improvements. I haven't seen any improvements. I think JJ would be good in women's boxing though, because she likes to fight clean and technical. But even then, you would need to dog it out. Like I wouldn't put JJ in there with like bare knuckle boxing, nah. But like regular boxing, yeah. But like when she be clocking girls, she got to go after it. Like the way she handled Leon Na, that was the first time I seen her really like try to finish somebody that time. And that's what she has to do against Montana, like work, constantly work, fight behind her jab, counter punch, exploit that southpaw side, use that left hand, man. Zama said Aldrich is strong with cage clinch work, though. Just remember she separated Aaron pretty easily every time. She couldn't in Lipski, though. Lipski added some good knees to the body, but hey, that Lipski fight, that's why I picked Aldrich to beat Lipski. But you see what happened in that fight, though. Robot Chicken said Casey doesn't have better boxing than Gatto. Casey is closer to Shane Burgos. So zero head movement. Are you picking Casey? Yeah, no, like Lipski's the better striker. Like Lipski's like the better striker. Like when it comes down to, if you mean like just picking her shots, Casey's like a good volume striker. Zama said she did way better than Tyler. Who, JJ? Well, JJ did get finished though, right? Tyler made it 3 rounds, but then it all comes down to it. Aaron beat both of them. That's what it all comes down to. Aaron still won. But I think yeah, Aaron JJ does and has improved on her clinch game. I will say that. Like, depends on who you talking about though. Like Jillian Robertson. Those girls that don't have that much strength like that. Vanessa Demopoulos. Yeah. Marcus said the JJ who fought Jillian will have to show up. Yeah, definitely. Robot Chickens and Aaron's daughters. Who Tyler and yeah, because these are Macy's daughters right here. Macy beat both. Okay, yeah, yeah. You talking about Tyler and JJ Aldrich? Yeah, because these right here are Macy's daughters. Right, she beat both of these girls right here. Easy said Casey got outboxed by Jennifer Maya. That's all you need to know. Maya's not even really a banger like that. Yeah, Maya's not a banger, but she is a boxer. Like banger as far as like big punches landing, not that big. She got power behind her punch, but not like little pop, but not like heavy hands. Yeah, Casey's more like an all around striker to me. Like she got a little bit Muay Thai in there. But like when you're talking like technique and boxing, I think that would be Lipski's game. But yeah, Montana, this is a must win for. This is a must win for Montana and for JJ. JJ can't lose this fight, in my opinion. JJ, she can't go in there and lose to Montana at this point. Right when she's improving and getting back to where she needs to be. Because this division is going to keep on moving. This division keeps moving, and Montana's been in the UFC what 6, 7 years now. She's got to rise to the occasion too, man. Gary said JJ's too physically weak to be a dog fighter. I don't think it's like she's physically weak. I don't think it's that she's physically weak. I think maybe it's more mental. I think it's more a mental thing. Because her wrestling hadn't looked too bad in a few like training camps and even like fights. I thought it translated well. Like I don't think it's like physically a physical thing. I think it's like mental. Like when you have that mentality, you go in there and push harder. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. JJ Aldrich did better than Tyler against Aaron in one particular skill set, separation from the cage. Yeah, yeah. And you could say maybe striking too. Like JJ did better than Tyler as far as like cleaner, better striking. And if she added a little bit more footwork to it, she maybe could have outstruck Aaron. Because Tyler got sloppy in that first round after a while. Like, Tyler landed bigger, harder punches than JJ, but JJ did better in that skill set. Like you said, separation from the cage, but you could probably say she did better even like cleaner striking. I can't believe that they're waiting to. I can't believe they're going to wait for Valentina's thumb to heal to do the rematch when they have Aaron and Manon wait. Yeah, I know, man. Like Valentina already said, let one of them go. Valentina already said let one of them go, and I think, to me, I think Manon should be next. Gabby said Juju versus Daniel White Contender Series winner should be next. Yeah, Juju versus that Ernesta. That would be crazy. Tell you, in the Juju Ernesta fight, if they make that, somebody get knocked out. Gary said, I just don't think JJ has the durability to be a dog fighter. Yeah, a lot of girls don't. A lot of girls don't. Like, I don't, like I said, I don't think it's like she's physically weak, but maybe her, some parts, let's just say, like, maybe the way she handles herself, yeah, maybe it's not something she's ever felt like she could commit to. Like, maybe I shouldn't do this, I get hurt. You know what I mean? Like, certain parts could be damaged, or I just don't want to fight that one. Macy, girls like that, Ebos for with the black of a chin she has. I mean, Ebos, she's a dog. She'll go after it. Yeah, I want to see something different now. I do, but I- if they would do it, if they would do the third fight sooner than later, yeah. But if Valentine has to take a lot of time off, then they should do something else. Easy said if Grasso was happy with the outcome, I wouldn't be. I would want to win clean. She got a big asterisk on her top. Yeah, I'm telling you, she was happy with it. Even her fans were. Her fans, they're really happy, man. Her fans really happy. They all like, and still. I mean, and stale. No, the fight wasn't stale, but you know what I mean. Like, it should have been decisive on either side. Or just give it to Valentine like she's supposed to because she won. Gabby said early pick on Richie Lupi. Early pick, I'm gonna go with Lupi right now. Yeah, I think I'll go with Lupi. I think Lupi's better boxing, stronger on the ground, wrestling, yeah. Cole said, yeah, Alexa did not look good coming off that fight. It's not a good look on her part. I mean, good look as far as like she can still hold her own against Valentina, but when you finish her the first time, people were probably like, oh yeah, you should be knocking her out this time or finishing her off for sure. Especially when she dropped Valentina in the second round, but then she's still getting taken down by Valentina again. So it's like, come on now, like I thought the takedown defense was supposed to be improved. Yeah, because she's still holding the belt, but yeah, it's like I would be a little upset. I would be either upset at the judges, something, show me something like, dang man, I didn't get the victory. I won. Like I whooped Valentina. You can be saying that. More of her fans are going to bat for her, trying to make their case that she beat Valentina than Grasso is. But yeah, y'all, we got one FC tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Probably jump on for the main event. I'll let y'all know if I jump on for the main event. I'll be here. Don't miss that card tomorrow, y'all. Robot Chickens, I think Lana Carolina would beat Juju. You know what? I can't argue that. That is not a trolling comment there. That is a real. That's fact. Well, that ain't fact. That's we can't say fact for sure, right? Because it didn't happen, but that is very possible, highly possible. I think I would pick Lana Carolina in that fight. Lupi over Ricci, yep. Paul said, thanks again for the content combo. Would like to hear your thoughts on Carolina in the next few days. Also, on the Danny McCormick and Victor fight at the end of October. Oh, yeah. I thank you. Thank you for coming through, Paul. I'm doing the show on, I'm doing the segment on the Invicta card. Don't worry. Carolina Wajik versus Danny McCormick for sure. I'm going to be doing the segment on that. Maybe I record it tomorrow. And I'm definitely going to speak on Carolina because I like how she's been coming back, you know, finding her joy for fighting again. Diana Belvita should be an interesting fight. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna speak on that. Invicta FC's coming back, y'all, at the end of the month or October in Boston. I still need to go to it. I still need to go to an event. I still haven't gone to an event yet. Seen them all, but I haven't gone to a single event yet. I was in school when a lot of these cards were happening, though. And now I'm busy, so like they do them on the weekdays too. Like sometimes they do them on the weekdays. So a lot of times I used to be in school like at the time. I was in college and I couldn't ever get to some of these events and never get a ticket, and ride out, fly out. But I will. I am going to. Don't worry. Cole said, "Yeah, run it back." Brian said, "I don't know what Grasso was supposed to say." Well, you ain't got to say anything like Juliana Pena, but they say something to make people look at you and maybe say, okay, maybe I do need to say something. Maybe she do need to go in there and Get on the mic and just say something. Colstrom said, "What's next for Fatima Climb? I thought she was getting the title shot. I didn't think she was getting the title shot. I mean, we all felt like she should, but I don't. I never heard it being like legit solidified for. I believe she deserves it. But I'm ready to see Fatima Klein come back. They want some action though, because Danny McCormick and Carolyn Wojcik, they're gonna be bringing it. Oh yeah, co-main event is Tina Black and Isis for Beak, so that's a good fight. Brian said she's the champ. She don't need to say nothing. Does she though? Is she the champ for real? Is she really the champ? Carolina said versus KK versus Lucinda should be next. No, Cammy, you wrong. No way. Don't you do that to Carolina right now. I know what you're trying to do there. Carolina versus Lucinda don't really be next, man. Don't do that to her. Grasso said, no, she really lost that. Grasso knows she really lost that fight. That's why she wasn't that upset about the outcome. Yeah, technically, I'm 4-0 from that night. Everybody I picked won that night. Valentina won that fight. Grasso posted a hilarious pic, though. The moment with Chev rolling after the knockdown from it's just an angle. Hey, you get knocked down in fights, but it's all how you get back up. To me, you'll be in weird positions in fights. You will, but you know, it happens. Valentina still won that fight, though. Robot Chick said, "Nah, Zaman, it's a fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Casey won. To be honest, if you don't think Casey's station, she doesn't move her head. Casey better not eat them right hands, though. I'm telling you, from Lipski." Gary Baldwin said, "Natalia says she has a fight lined up. Who do you think it?" Natalia says she has a fight lined up. Who do you think it is? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Natalia Silva got a fight lined up. I'm gonna have to hit her DMs up and ask her. No. Oh man. Ooh. Caitlin Jakagan or Lauren Murphy. She's gonna be fighting up. I can almost promise you that, Gary. I think she's gonna be fighting up. Let's go ahead and pull out the rankings. Natalia's training too. She just got done doing some sparring yesterday. Natalia Silva's number 13. Ooh. Macy Barber's out with foot surgery. She's either going to be fighting the number 5 or the number 7. Because everybody in between is busy. Macy's busy. Maya's busy. Ebos is busy. Arujo's busy. Tracy Cortez ain't busy, though. But I don't want to see that fight. Andrade's busy. It's either Chikagan or Lauren Murphy. It's either Chikagan or Lauren Murphy. It better be Chikagan and Lauren Murphy. I'm telling you, it better be them. I'm not even thinking of Kareem's name. I'm not even going to speak it because I ain't trying to put that out there. It better not be Kareem and Natalia. Valentina said that she had a fight lined up before a Grasso rematch, and they declined. No, go Colton. That was Aaron. Yeah, it wasn't Manone. It was Aaron. Aaron turned it down because people were asking me about that back in June. We were talking about that a little while ago too. It was like a short notice for Aaron, and Aaron turned it down. She declined it. Gabby said Natalia Chikagan should be a good test for Silva if it happens. Yeah. If it's her and Lauren, oof, that might be rough for Lauren, man. Okay, so it ain't Tracy Cortez. Okay, she's not coming back till next year. That's good. That's good. She needs the time to work anyway. Okay, it's going to be Murphy or Chikagan. Natalia's ranked above Kareem Silva. She don't need to fight down. 13 and 15 don't make sense. It's got to be the number 5 or number 7. It's got to be. Easy said Chikega would be champ in Bellator. I think she would. Yeah, for sure. Ravioli, what's up? He said Lauren Natalia's a mismatch. It is, but it's a number. You know what I mean? Like it is a mismatch. So I would prefer Chikagan. But yeah, I think Chikagan would be Bellator champ though. She would have beat Juliana Velasquez. And she beat Liz Carmouche. And she beat Alima Lay McFarland. She beat all them. Colton said Tracy needs to get more active. Yeah, if she comes back early next year, that's good turnaround time. Let's see. Macy definitely won't sign that contract to fight Natalia. I don't think she would, because she said she wanted Andrade Murphy. That was coming from her. Not those words aren't from me. Those words are coming from her mouth directly. Ooh, Paul said Rose. Oh, you never know, man. That's a good one. That's a possibility, y'all. Don't be surprised. Rose could be a fight. Rose with Natalia, that's a good one. I mean, not good as far as like, because she's not a ranked opponent, but it's a very big possibility, though. Because if Chikagan's too big of a jump when she's top 5, it might be, man. That's a good one. Gary says probably Murphy. Yeah, those are the 3 names it could be. Chikagan, Murphy, or Rose. Because style wise, again, it's a striker type of fight, and those would make that's gonna be a good matchup right there. Gabby, but realistically, the UFC loves mismatches, so it'll be Lauren. Chikagan is a smart girl. She's invested in real estate. She's probably set for life already. Oh yeah, and she yeah, she's invested in real estate. Yeah, so she's gotta be. And then that's why she was taking a lot of those fights too. She's been taking a lot of fights because she was trying to get that money stacked, invest the money. I hope she is too. I hate to see fighters walk away broke from the game. I hope she is red. I hope she can retire right now. River Rat said, "Oh, hello, River Rat. What's up?" He said, "How are you? Love your show. Thanks, man." Ravioli said, "Has Antonina officially retired?" She is she is a captain now, so I say captain retired. Cause I ain't trying to be funny, y'all, but look, if she gonna be flying planes, listen to me now. Look, I'm not being funny, but if Antonina's gonna be flying planes, she does not need to be taking any more blows to the head. All right, that's not being funny. That's being serious. I don't want nobody that flying my plane that's taking blows to the head, even private jet or what. That's just being real, because when you invested in that type of work, that's real. Next to a nurse or a doctor, you got hundreds of people, hundreds of people's lives in your hand. I don't want to be flying around with somebody that is taking blows to the head. Because it's a serious game. When people, boxers, they die. Boxers die. Boxers go blind. Uh, lose part of their memory. I know one fighter had a bad brain bleed. It kind of it messes with his psyche. It messes with his psyche a little bit now. Where he's gone kind of mental. So I'm just saying. 100%. Yeah, I'm just saying, Paul. I'm just saying. I'm serious. Very serious. It's not. It's not something Antonia should be wanting to do anymore. Just like if Valentina, same thing. Valentina chose to be a pilot right now. I say, girl, give up the championship dreams because hey, you ain't flying my plane. I'm just same with Valentina. Like Valentina, you be in there taking blows from Alexa Grasso. Get out of my plane. You ain't flying me nowhere. And that's real. Any boxers that be in there trading, Mikey Garcia, get out of my plane. You ain't flying me. Canelo too. I don't care if you champ, man. You get out of my. Take that pilot hat off. You ain't flying me nowhere. Yeah, that's just real. Like, gotta make sure you're good to go. And Antonina, she's taking some hard losses, but it's not like she's taking beatings throughout her career either. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no need for her to go back to fighting now. When you're this deep in and you're a captain, you got to go. You go do that. That's your calling now. Gary Ball said air pressure changes can affect your eyes and brain. Oh yeah, especially that air pressure, like not in even like not even elevation, but like descending, like underwater. I've seen people's eyes come up black. I've heard stories about how people's heads like nearly exploded. Rose seemed motivated to me, Z, but you never know. Yeah, she might be. She might be motivated. She's not going back to 115. I'll tell you that now. Yeah, I saw that, Gabby. UFC just signed a new prospect from China, and she's going to be on the China card in December. That's all right. Before I go to, what do y'all think, man? Do you think Yan Xiaonan is going to be fighting on the China card? And if it's not going to be Wei but do you think Yan is going to be fighting on the China card? That's the final question I got for y'all. What do you think, Paul? Or any of y'all, Ravioli, Gary, Robot, Marcus, Zalman, Sink? Sink said you're going to do a companion for one. I'll probably do a companion for the fight, for the final fight. Maybe for the co-main event and the main event. I'll be on for the co-main event, Sink, and the main event. Main event for sure. Oh, Closum said Maverick said she wants to test Kareem's grappling. Ooh. Hey, get it, girl. Go ahead. Go ahead. I definitely don't want to hear say to run. Go ahead, girl. Shoot, Maverick, go ahead and test your skills. I don't, Maverick ain't never been submitted before. Aaron couldn't submit her. So, let's see what. Go ahead and test your skills. Sink said definitely, yeah. I hope she is. Whaley versus Yarn will probably be happening next year, early next year. They missed out, man. They should have did that. They should have did that in December, man. Who would fight her right now? Paul said you're the expert. I'm trying to get news from you. Okay, well, I think it could be Suarez. If Yon does fight, it would be Suarez because there's nobody at the top ready for her. Well, she already lost to Carla. Carla's pregnant. Rose is at 125. She's already fought Marina. She's knocked Andrade out. So, it ain't Whaley. They might do Yan versus Suarez, but if they can't get her name in the top 5, then she might be going to fight. She might be going on the next year to fight Whaley, sadly. That's why they're trying to load it down with a lot of Chinese prospects right now. Yan's their biggest Chinese fighter. Jana Roba had knee surgery, so I don't know if she'll be back. Yan Marina rematch. Yeah, who is she gonna fight? That's what I'm saying. Like, if it ain't Whaley or Suarez, then she might be waiting. Then Brian said, better question is, why is Whaley not fighting in China? I don't know. It don't make any sense to me. Like, I think it's a good time for her to fight. Oh, yeah. Whaley said she won't be ready in December. Yeah, I have to look into her a little bit more myself. The new fighter they signed, Saint. I'm gonna look into her and see what I see. But yeah, other than that, y'all, let me get up off of here. It's been fun. I'll catch y'all tomorrow for that co-main and main event, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna do a little research on that the new Chinese fighter they signed, because she's gonna be on the card though for sure. But yeah, go back and look at that contender series fight yesterday, man. Y'all see what I'm talking about? They put on action packed fight, man, but they don't want to do that, man. When they get in the UFC, man, might get knocked out. But yeah, hit that like, y'all, on your way out. Appreciate the new heads that's in here and the old schools. Like and subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.